All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to LT Outdoors Live. I'm going to share this real quick on Facebook. All right. Share it on Facebook. There we go. Hey there, Lisa. How you doing? Hey, Rick. How you doing, buddy? Hey there, Nate. Oh, all right, Gemma. I know you're on cue. Oh. Hey there, Neil. How you doing, buddy? I'm doing all right, man. I'm doing okay. Last weekend I came down with something, and yeah, it's still. I'm not 100%, but I'm doing all right. I'm just tired, but hey there, Terry. How you doing, buddy? I know it's been a while, man. A good week, Lisa. Gemma has to come up and say hi, of course. That's her every Sunday night routine. It's the only time she knows she can get up here and just chat away. So I hope you guys are having a good week. I hope you enjoyed my video. I did have a few complaints, a lot of antis out there and just jealous pricks, but kind of used to that anymore. Hey there, John. How you doing, buddy? Thank you. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up, people. I appreciate it. It does help. And Gemma appreciates it too. It's the only way she gets her dog treats. Got to have as many thumbs up as we can. Lisa says, hi, Jammers. Says, hello, Jammers. Yeah. I hope you guys are all having a good week, though. Like I said, it's been, I haven't been 100% this week, but I've been trying my best. I've been getting out and doing as much as I can. Definitely have to get as much salmon videos as I can because that's if you know that's only part-time thing through the season. So, yep. But thanks, John. I appreciate it. Yeah, I deleted one guy's comment already. Actually, I might have no, I let the other one float. That's right. Most of the time I delete the negative comments, but I did let one kind of float around today, see if the guy would answer back anything positive. Oh, but yeah, one guy tried to say that I'm ruining fishing spots again, which, as you guys know, I don't name the spots. Yes, it's familiar to some, but if you know the spot, then you know the spot. And if I see that you comment the spot, I will delete that. I do whatever I can to protect places, but there's always morons out there that want to try and make it seem like I'm screwing everything up. So, but they're just jealous, and it happens. This guy ain't even from up here, so I don't need to listen to that crap. But I hope you guys are having a good week. I have been trying my best to do what I can. I've been getting out salmon fishing. I've got my salmon box here tonight that I want to show you guys what I've been using and everything and what's been working best for me. Um, Thank you, Rob. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it. So, morons, that is for sure. That is for sure. Haven't gotten one squirrel. Keegan, you want to look for the spots with the biggest, oldest oak trees. That's your best bet. Find spot that have just big, full oak trees too. You want to make sure there's acorns present. We have found a few spots that didn't have, they just didn't get a good crop of acorns. But yeah, all you got to really find is big old oak trees and acorns. So sure, not every spot on public land is good. I will say that you gotta. I mean, you might find spots that's 90% pine trees, and in that case, yeah, you'll find a bunch of red squirrels and the occasional fox squirrel, but it won't be that great. So, yeah, sorry, Kurt. This box has well over $1,000 of lures in it, so I will not be auctioning it. But good try, Kurt. I just wanted to show off the lures I've been using. Yeah, my box is pretty full. It is not only my salmon box, but it is also my walleye box. definitely cannot definitely cannot auction that one off. Um, yeah, they're great fish, man. It's hard to beat. Hard to beat. And I'm glad Rick finally broke that curse. Got the fish, actually got it on the stringers. So hopefully that means he'll catch a lot more now. I did want to read this off, guys. Rapid Wings, where I'm doing my pheasant hunt. They actually have a flyer out right now, which is great. It helps me out with this stuff. But this will be the LT Outdoors. They say Rapid Wings Pheasant Farm proudly announces LT Outdoors' first annual pheasant hunt extravaganza. It's going to be a great time. Please, if you can get in on this, please do it. You're going to want to do this. It's a lot of fun. Right now, I've only got 10 people signed up. I would like to get a minimum of 20. So I'd really like to get more. But yeah, let me know what you guys I appreciate everybody that signs up. We got a couple new ones this week. But I want to read off this too. All day event is 11/2/24. Doors open at 8:30 with coffee and cookies. Registration starts at 9 a.m. And then there's a safety meeting where they just discuss, shooting and all that other stuff for the pheasant hunt. Now, the classic clay shoot will be Friday, November 1st at 3 p.m. And there will be 36 clays thrown. Feel free to donate a box of clays for the event. The clubhouse will be open for camaraderie between the event and dinner. And they decided to, instead of the chili cook-off, they're doing dinner at the Roadhouse restaurant, which is right up the road from Rapid Wings. So it'll be fun for all of us to hang out there at the Roadhouse. But again, I need $25 deposits put in ASAP. Literally, I should have all the deposits by now, but I don't. So get me that $25 so that I can get your name on the list. And then when you show up to the event, you're going to need the $225 extra to go with it. So, yeah, altogether it's $250. So your $25 deposit would be great. Just send it to me. Any other questions or anything, let me know. Also, they'll have dogs. They will have dogs present to get birds. And the last couple people, Jeff Griffiths and Pat Kaiser, that just signed up, they're going to bring their dogs. So I'm pretty excited. It's always fun to meet bird dogs. Hey there, Paul. How you doing, brother? Hey, Allie. Shagbark hickory. Yeah, the problem I found with fox squirrels, they like to run. They are actually going to be more often than not on the ground running than they will be going up trees. So they can be tough. They're smart. But yeah, same thing though. Oak trees is what I say. Go out, find yourself some hardwoods and hunt it. I do catch a lot of skunks, Allie. I haven't been lately, but yes, I catch lots and lots of skunks. Hey there, Braden. How you doing, Rob? Hey there, Brains. How you doing, brother? I appreciate the lures, man. I've been tying them up like crazy behind me here. I'm trying to finish off the batch that you sent me last so that I can save up and order another batch because I want to get at least 3 batches worth tied up for next spring. So, hey there, Dean. Didn't go so well. Ah, yeah, it happens. It's not the easiest thing, a lot of guys seem to think they can just go out, set out for salmon and get them, and I do. I've had 2 days this year that I haven't caught a fish, but other than that, I usually get at least a fish, so it's been pretty good. Um, thanks, Brains. Appreciate you, man. I do want to show off the lures that I've been using this year. My best lures. I wanted to show you last weekend, but obviously I wasn't feeling the best. So one lure that I really want to show. If you watched my video recently, then you've seen these. Um, yep, I get foxes and coons too. I have some cool videos on here of that stuff, Allie, if you want to end up watching them. They're pretty, I go into detail with a lot of the stuff, but you're welcome, Max. How you doing, buddy? But this right here is what they call the Arctic spinner. Not gonna lie, I didn't want to fish them for the longest time, mostly because I seen a lot of mediocre outdoor channels from the state of Michigan shooting these things, and I'm like, yeah, I just don't know. I thought it was more of a gimmick, especially the way a lot of these guys were trying to push them. However, these are very interesting. They are a very great, um, different type of spinner. What got me is this rubber skirt. Okay, to me, I'm used to these on a spinner bait for bass and pike that you see me use a million times. However, this is not like that kind of skirt. This is a special skirt. I think they call this live skirt or something. It's the same skirting that my one buddy that I was using his jigs this summer uses this stuff. It actually livens up in the water. It floats, which is really cool. and it just makes this thing dance while you're reeling it in. It doesn't lay flat like you would expect it to. This actually dances around, pulsates while you're reeling it. And I'll tell you, I had to give in. I absolutely love these. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. So if you hear me pushing something and I'm not sponsored, you should know it works. I'm not gonna feed you guys crap. So I see there's 41 of you watching. Please hit that thumbs up. There's only 18 thumbs up right now. It does help the channel, believe it or not. But yes, Arctic spinners, I gotta say, are probably the best salmon lure that I've used yet, especially for the cohos. I do say I like bigger lures for kings and that, but the cohos destroy these. I even got a my first steelhead of the season the other day on this. So my best colors too. I can't even show you the white because it's tied on my rod, but the pink and the white of these two are my all-time favorites so far. I have tried other colors. They've got all of these ones I got here glow, including the glow black. But I got to say, my favorite so far out of them has been pink and white, hands down. So no, I don't think I've seen any of those ones. I don't watch too many drone videos though. Hey there, Bill. How you doing, buddy? Oh yeah, absolutely. Come here. This is Brookie. I don't know if I've even got to show you guys Brookie yet, but this is Brookie. Yeah, she's my little house kitty. These two were outside. They escaped through my vent of the air conditioner for a while, and I just go out and play with them and stuff. But I brought her in tonight. The other one, her brother that was inside, turned out to be a male. I don't need kittens in the house, so. But I got this turd. She's fun enough. She's a sweetheart. Purring up a storm right now. So, and she obviously loves Gemma and Ruby, so that's another reason I brought them in. Hey, Mark, how you doing, brother? How was it in the woods? Hey there, Scott. Well, I guess it depends on the weather, man. If it was, well, this weekend was pretty windy. I mean, that's definitely a thing. I never see squirrels on windy days. If I do, they're on the ground, but I don't see too many of them that way. I'll have to see what they're about, Allie. Thank you. The white and black yesterday. Yeah, I've been using just the straight white and pink on occasion, but I'm telling you guys, if you haven't fished them, fish them because they are a game changer. Other than that, you have seen me use it in the beginning of the season. My first salmon video, I was throwing the flicker minnows. This is the number 9 flicker minnow, this is the chrome, which to me the chrome has been my best so far. I've even got walleyes on it this season. I have lots of other colors, but I do got to say that so far that's been my favorite. And I know one of you mentioned this a while ago, and I did say that it's a favorite of mine. But the wigglewort, I got to say this, okay? For many years, I fished a crawfish colored wigglewort, as well as an orange colored wigglewort, and they were awesome. I've used them mostly for bass and walleyes, but these are made by Storm, by the way. But I found out they made a chrome one with a chartreuse lip. They're not easy to find. I ordered these ones from Frank's. A lot of the places you find these on, they are charging you an arm and a leg for them. I'm talking like $14 for these, but Frank's has them for I believe it was 7. So I ordered a couple more of these because this is what I've been slaying the walleyes on, and they work great for salmon too. So I do want to push that out there for you guys because they work really well. Now, what state are you in again, Bill? I always forget. See, our season's closed. Our stream season's closed on last Saturday in April, so pretty much done. I can still salmon fish and stuff, and I can trout fish like the Sable River downstretch, but it varies. Well, I appreciate that, Brains. Thank you much, man. Thank you much. Brains has some pretty cool new baits coming out. I don't know if have you got that special new one on the website yet that you were showing me, Brains, or is that something that's still in the works? Wisconsin, okay. Yeah, ours sadly closed on the last Saturday of April, so kind of a bummer. But congrats on your biggest. That's a nice fish. My biggest brookie ever is 20. It still holds at 20. I don't know if I'll ever beat that. Probably have to go to Canada to beat that one. Nuevo. Would that be? Is Nuevo on the south? I didn't know Nuevo was south. I mean, I don't know. I know where Nuevo is, but I thought that was still part of the upper. But yeah, duck season. I do want to say this, guys. So I need to get my butt out bad because the right now the divers are migrating. Never in my life have I seen redheads and stuff down on the first. Okay, the opening day this year there was hundreds of redheads around. Unbelievable. I never see redheads until at least the second, third week of October. I mean, it's later when we see them, and the rest of the divers usually come more in November. But I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of birds right now. I even seen 4 pintail the other day fly over me while I'm fishing. I need to get my butt out and do some duck hunting because this year is definitely on point. I've never seen so many. Nice. The Wiggleworts are awesome. Yep, hands down, they have been my favorite lure since I was probably 16 years old. Yep, they are great. Oh, very nice, very nice. Brains? Okay, so Brains has these new snakes. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe you said they were like 15 inches. They're big plastic snakes, okay, guys, and these things are going to be really cool for the big pike and bass. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So make sure you check out his brains.com website and see what he's got in stock. He's got a lot of different things, but he's starting to make these snakes that are very cool, very unique. You'll want to check them out. I think everybody should at least own one. 15 and a half is your PB. Before my dad passed, his PB was 15, and I beat him the very next year with a 17. After he passed, I got a 17 and then the 20. I used to get a lot of 15s around here, but it's been a while. I think they're getting fished out. Um, Honestly, Max, they're moving up the river. So, as far as the mouth of the lake goes, you're going to want to fish more in the river now. You will be able to get steelhead, however, at the mouth of the river right up into winter, as well as lake trout will be in there right now. So, yeah, you're gonna want to get out and fish when you can because it's a short window, man. And even the salmon where I'm at, it heated up this past week. It was really great for salmon fishing with the cool down in temperatures. But yeah, it only lasts so long, and once it's gone, you got to wait till next year. So 35 inches. Okay. Giant, giant bait, guys. 35 inches. That is a huge, huge plastic snake. That is cool. I got to get you up here eventually, Paul. I mean, the season's already going down and there is a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of birds. A lot of birds. I've been, even where I'm fishing, there's been a minimum of 50 redheads hanging around in there and a lot of other birds, man. A lot of other birds. You're welcome, Max. Snow in Alaska. I'm sure, man, it's getting cold. We only got highs in the 40s for the next couple days, and I'm digging that, especially for duck season. That's the best. I do want to show these off. These are walleye reapers. This is by the Walleye Nation brand. And what's funny is this one you can tell has been bit quite a bit. The paint's already ripped right off of it, but I did catch some beautiful walleyes on these as well as some salmon. They hit these too. I recently ordered from this company, this walleye, I believe it's Walleye Creations, Walleye Nation Creations. I got their decal on my freezer, but they make some very, very beautiful baits. And I'm telling you, a lot of people say colors don't matter, but they do. You can swap out one color for another and just start hammering them. I mean, it's like a light switch sometimes. But yeah, Walleye Nation Creations makes these beautiful lures. You're going to start seeing me use them more. Those ones I accidentally ordered, they dive 20 feet or more, and I don't have very many spots up here that I'm going to be fishing 20 feet or more. So I might accidentally bought those. But I did just recently get these ones, which is also by Walleye Nation Creations. These are more like a flicker shad type lure, except in the really great Walleye Nation colors. And these ones only dive around 6 feet, which is absolutely perfect for where I like to fish. And again, they come in just absolute spectacular colors. That's what drew me to them is their colors, and I am a sucker for good colors. So, and they got great rattles. They got loud rattles, which is part of why I've always liked using the wiggle wart. It's probably one of the loudest cranks that you can use, and it works great. Ice balls today in the rain. I didn't notice that, but I believe you. I was hearing stuff on the roof. Hey there, Barry. I sure hope so, Max. The only thing that's going to kill us is if we have the snow. They are talking snow early too. If we get snow before the ice, that will totally ruin. I mean, it ruins the season. It really does. I see I got 50 of you watching, only 30 thumbs up. Please hit that thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Oh, it's definitely a secret. Sorry, Keegan. I don't. To me, a squirrel spot is like a trout spot. I'm definitely because you only got so many. Yes, there's a lot of squirrels in the woods, but when you find a place like that, you've only got a certain amount, and if you get even a couple more groups of hunters in there, it can be totally ruined for the next couple of years. So, in fact, I'm not going back. I shot that big batch of squirrels out of there 2 different days. That's gonna be it for me. I will go find other squirrel spots. I know of a lot of them. Like I said, it's everywhere though, Keegan. I mean, you go out and find yourself a nice row of big oaks, and you're guaranteed to find the squirrels. Also, if there's squirrels, you're gonna notice the squirrel nests. That's another thing. You're gonna see the big batches of oak leaves more often than not up in the top of trees, like in a big old just a big poof of leaves high up in the trees. Those are squirrel nests, and they also nest in the holes. So if you find a bunch of trees with a lot of holes in them, well, chances are there's squirrels in there too. So it's really good to find places like that, and they are everywhere. They really are. My dad, I grew up hunting near a golf course on some state land. I also grew up hunting down 2 tracks for power lines, pretty much anywhere. In fact, the more open they are with oaks, I feel like it's the better. You get into that super thick stuff, you don't see as many squirrels, but you find some places that are thinned out a bit with some big old oak trees down the trails. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Snow in the forecast? I did not see that, Rob. That's interesting, though. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, mostly because, like I said, the next couple days here, we've got in highs in just the 40s. So, yeah, whenever they say 40s, it's going to be colder than that. Usually ends up being 30s. I know we've been in the 30s a few times this week. Actually, tonight or tomorrow night, even 37 for a low, 37 Tuesday, 36 Wednesday. I like that stuff. All I see is rain showers for Tuesday, but if it gets low enough, we'll definitely have some snow. So I do want to make mention too for any of you that go out and shoot your bucks. I do Euro mounts. Most of you already know this that have been on here a while, but I do Euro mounts. So I do them only for $60. There is no place that I know of in the state of Michigan that you can get them done that cheap. Yes, you're not going to have a plaque with them. Okay, that's the deal. But $60 gets you your clean skull, totally clean and whitened for $60. You can't beat that. I've been seeing Euro mounts this year go for as high as $200, which I guess people can make their money, but I'm just saying here now, for me, $60 I'm happy with. So if you get a buck or anything you want, I'll even do a bear for 60. Smaller stuff like beavers and that, if you brought them to me, I'll do them for 20. But the big stuff I do for $60. So you just get me that stuff, and yeah, I can get going on them. My beetles are doing really good this season now. They're starting to take off again. I almost ruined them because I put in a guy brought me a head that was covered in maggots. I got to say, don't do that. Don't bring me that stuff, because this year I will charge double for that kind of crap. Basically, if you have an animal that you think you consider a trophy, treat it as such. Take good care of that skull so it's not all destroyed. Because I'm telling you now, if you let them rot like that with the maggots, it gets harder to whiten the skull. It does stain some nasty stuff. Covered your tomatoes. See, I got so many tomatoes that I was giving them away for free. I put table out by the road, and I just kept loading them up. But it's gotten to the point of where I'm just gonna rip them up. I'm just gonna throw them out. Let the animals, probably the chickens, have them because I just grew them mostly so that I could have some BLTs. That's the only thing I really do with tomatoes. I'm hoping next year to get some stuff to be able to can, but I don't have that yet. So but again, I want to mention too, guys, get in on the pheasant thing. We've got the pheasant hunt loaded, ready to go. It's November 1st and 2nd, so it's coming up really fast. Anybody that wants to get in on this pheasant hunt, I need your $25 deposits as fast as possible. So far, I've only got 10 people in here. Um, you know who we are if you're in on it already. And like I said, I got a couple new ones this past week, but make sure you get in on it. It's a good time. It's a lot of fun. And this will be the first annual one. Hopefully, I'm hoping to do this every year. So, and I'm hoping to make it bigger every year. So, if you get a chance, get in on it. $25 deposit now, and then another 225 when you get there to go to the farm. That goes towards a bunch of things. We have a little luncheon and stuff after the hunt in the morning, and then you get a chance to go back out. If you want to spend the whole day hunting, you can go back out for a cleanup hunt, run with guys with dogs. A lot of fun. I mean, honestly, I could do that every day. It's a good time. But like I said too, if you watch my video this week, I tried to put a bunch of great stuff together. Caught some really nice salmon. Um, hey there, Marty. Caught some really nice salmon though, and also, I got my first steelhead, which I didn't even get that on camera, which was a bummer. I had the camera on. It was right after I lost that one, which I believe at the end of my video, you see me lose a fish. I'm pretty sure that was a small steelhead. And a little bit later, about 15, 20 minutes later, I ended up getting another one, which was a steelhead, only 20 inches, which is absolutely delicious. So I did get a few haters on me though. One guy that's anti-trapping, which I guess whatever, doesn't realize that I eat them or something. And another guy that said that the docks were getting messed up and ruined. So whatever. Have you been to Tippy? Um, we don't make a mess anyways. I clean up my stuff. Well, you're gonna want. I'll tell you this, Max. You're gonna want a shotgun, not a rifle. If you're doing the pheasant hunt, it's got to be with a shotgun. Um, prefer. I last year I hunted with my dad's vintage side by side double 20, and I loved it. I love shooting that thing. But yeah, you want to get either a 20 gauge or 12 gauge or whatever. You'll have fun. You'll have a good time. That's for sure. Yeah, hopefully you can get in on it next year because it is a lot of fun. Everybody too, no matter, let's say you only shoot one pheasant, everybody that goes to this event gets to bring 10 pheasants home. Okay. Everybody gets to bring 10 pheasants home. So um, if you get a chance to, and you get to go, you get to bring 10 and they get plucked. This is 10 pheasants already cleaned and ready to go and bagged even. So you can't get better than that. I mean, you're getting 10 pheasants to bring home that are ready to eat. So yeah, 20 gauge is lighter than a 12. Yep. Oh, there's a lot of big differences, Max, but shotguns are, I would say, for somebody just getting into hunting, shotguns are hard to beat because you can deer hunt with them, squirrel, ducks. I mean, you can do everything with a shotgun. You get yourself let's say you get yourself a rifle, 30-06 or something, you're pretty limited. Okay. You're going to be deer hunting with that. But you get a shotgun, you can do just about everything. So absolutely love it. In fact, when I grew up shooting deer, all I ever used was my shotgun. I used a 20 gauge. So yeah, yeah, it definitely wouldn't hurt to go to the range. I appreciate, yeah, that's a good mention there, Jones. Absolutely. But yeah, go to the range, shoot some clays. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of fun. All right. See, there you guys go. Brains bait there is your giveaway. I'm guessing. Well, it's gonna be on YouTube. He's got a channel. So go to Brains Baits, you guys. 9:30, he's gonna be doing a bait giveaway. He is the guy that makes my plastics now for my panty harnesses and that. You're gonna like it. His stuff's really good. So there you go, Paul. Paul can hook you up. He's he's good with finding guns, and he's got a heck of a collection himself too. So but I've been filling the freezer up, guys. I've got room, I believe. I don't think I can fit 3 deer in there. Not with all the other stuff I got. I have a lot of veggies, which somebody said on there, get rid of the veggies. But I love the veggies. The fact that I've got all these vegetables to have with roast, venison roast, all kinds of stuff. I could have fish and some vegetables. I mean, I've got stuff that can last me the winter. So I'm really excited about that. And other than that, I've got a good pile of fish going with the salmon I've been getting and some other stuff, as well as I've been putting the squirrels in there too. So, oh, I have been, Bill. I actually tonight I ate. I made venison burger with potatoes and gravy, so it was pretty good. But I ain't gonna be able to fit a whole nother deer, I don't think. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Mossbergs aren't bad. I will say this. I bought one from Rock Island Armory, and I want to say this right now. The gun looks beautiful. It is a really nice gun, but it jams like crazy. Okay, I don't care what you're using for ammo, it's gonna jam on you. So I do not recommend buying a Rock Island Armory gun. It was not a good deal. Hey there, Jen. Hope you're having a good week. Yeah, Remington 870s. The 870 is my all-time favorite gun. It really is. That I hunted with that gun for many years, and it is an epic gun. Absolutely. See, Paul says that too. So, and Bill, see, so there you go, right there, Max. And I even say that honestly for not even just a starter gun. The 870 will do you good forever for everything. I mean, it's an epic gun. So you can get yourself an 870. The 20 gauge would definitely be a great starter. It's not going to kick the crap out of you like the 12 will, and it's just a good all-around gun. Again, you can use the 20 gauge no problem for deer. A 20 gauge with a slug or some buckshot will put a deer down without a doubt. I've dropped so many deer just with a 20. Really need. So yeah, the 870 20 would be definitely an epic gun. You could squirrel hunt like crazy with it. Rabbits, ducks, deer, pretty much everything. So that's definitely a good way to go. What size steel for ducks? It kind of varies, Bill. I'm going to be honest. When I'm hunting for diving ducks, they're typically a smaller bird, other than the mergansers. But um, preferably for the divers, I like to use like a number 3 load. Fours sometimes fours, especially on the mergansers, can be a little light. But threes I have found to be like the ultimate perfect. Basically all around shot for all the ducks. But sometimes if I'm out hunting just for mallards with the possibility of geese, twos can work just great. So yeah, Paul knows. Yeah, twos or threes for sure. Yep. But threes are my top dog for ducks, and then the twos if I'm going to be shooting, mallards, which are a bigger bodied bird, and possibility geese. If the geese are within decent range, I wouldn't go sky busting no geese. I don't do that anyway, but I definitely wouldn't do it with twos or threes. Really, you want a nice close shot that you can put them down. So yeah, 30 yards with some twos, you're going to drop a goose, no problem. There you go, Max. There you go. There has been, but I see pictures online. I don't know what to think. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what to think with all that. I am not gonna be one of those guys that starts him about conspiracy and that, but I don't know. I will say this: I have spoken with DNR officers in the past that have straight up told me The state doesn't care about the deer herd one bit. And if it was up to them, they would clear it out and make this state more into agriculture. The deer are just basically causing the problems for the agriculture, which I find to be total bullcrap. Not gonna lie. Sorry about my French. It pisses me off. I'm gonna be honest. It really does, because a lot of these guys, especially agriculture, they, feeding America, right? Not so much. A lot of the stuff that I seen grown, it's getting shipped overseas, Mexico. I mean, it's not feeding America. I can tell you that right now. And these guys that complain about the deer destroying their veggies and stuff, most of the time it's the weather. The weather has not been good for growing, and that's normally the problem. And they get good insurance claims on their failed fields. So I don't know. I do feel like the state's trying to just get rid of deer. Um, Car problems, all this other stuff, people getting in wrecks, but honestly, the deer, we need the deer. Okay. Those of us that truly hunt and get out and want meat for the freezer, we live off deer. We're not going to we don't want to see those deer disappear just because you got some whiny people down in the city, and especially in the government offices down there. So, number 2 or 3 is the shot size, Max. Steel. We're talking steel, not lead shot. If you're getting some lead for just squirrel hunting, 6s are my favorites. But yeah, 2s and 3s are your steel shot that you'd want to use for duck hunting. I I never have time for that, Paul. It all happens too fast. I can never swap in time to whip out some BBs. It all happens too fast. But I will say this: the one DNR guy I hunted with, he swore by 2s for geese, and I gave that the shot. I'm telling you, if the geese are before you pull the trigger, 2s will take a goose out no problem. You got to figure the smaller when it comes to 2s, you're going to have a lot more BBs in there than you will size BB. And so on. That's how it goes, Max. Let's say you're using size 6s for squirrel. That's a really tiny pellet. There's going to be a whole bunch of them in your shot shell compared to a size 3 steel shot for ducks. You're going to have a lot less in that shell than you would for the lead 6s. But um, it'd probably hold 5, but you got to get a plug. I definitely recommend a plug. Plugs in the shotgun you need in order to duck hunt, and for that you can only hold 3 shells legally. So I I've never really seen that myself. Not a wild born one or nothing, but there was that, and a lot of people didn't believe me, but there was a swan over in Muskegon when I did my fishing trip over there and got the videos. There was a swan with a third leg growing out of its back. Weirdest thing I ever seen. I didn't believe Brian when he told me this, but I'll tell you, we were on the water. He goes, "Watch that swan." The swan was swimming, and that back third leg was wiggling while it swam. It was the weirdest thing. I even spoke to the DNR over there about it. We ran into them on the water, and they said, "Oh yeah, that swan's been around a little bit." So yeah, very strange though. Car insurance companies are definitely a big part of it. Yep. Yep. Between them, it is them and the farm. There are a lot of farmers, believe me. There's a lot of them that just want to go out and kill all the deer. I have personally seen guys up here, farmers that have killed 200 plus deer, no problem. They just kill them off because they're a problem. So the one guy even has a Christmas tree farm and said that they were a problem. So talk about a nutcase. Yep. Yep. I mean, most of them do. And I don't agree with that either. Most of them do let you hunt. They want as many deer dead as they can, but and that drives me nuts. Kitty, get out of there, causing all kinds of hell. Oh, geez, yeah, 10 gauge. That's definitely. I'm sure it's a lot harder to find stuff for the 10. I don't see a lot of that around. Hey there, Lewis. How you doing? Plastic coat hanger plug. Well, I will say this: the plastic plugs that I buy, they're like $2, so they really don't cost that much to get a good plug. And a lot of the DNR guys, I don't know if the coat hanger thing would fly, man. They push that little plug of theirs up there, and I don't know if they'd be for that. I don't know if the coat hanger thing would work for them. Oh, Bill, I couldn't agree more, and you would be you would be shocked how many. I mean, I'm not talking just one hunter. Okay, we got one douche over here that shot over 200, and the guy just south of me shot almost 150. Both of them in the same season around here. And I'll tell you, it decimated the deer herd. Yes, we got deer now. They're coming back, thank God. But all it's going to take is one of them to get wild hair going again, and they're just going to destroy the whole thing. I mean, that's just and the sick thing is the state lets them do it. Our state is so messed up when it comes to hunting and that it's not good. Hey John, how you doing, buddy? Well, I think you're saying that though, Barry, because most of the farms downstate probably already have the permissions covered. You got to figure you got a lot more people downstate, and it definitely doesn't take long for people to jump on a property. I'm sure a lot of those private. I know a couple private guys downstate with farms, and they do have a pile of guys hunting on their property. So it's kind of a first come first serve. If you didn't get permission, you might have to wait till one of those other guys pass away or move or something before you can get in on it. But yeah, it's definitely an issue. I could go on and on about about our state's problems, but that is definitely one of the top in my book. But again, guys, I will say this again. This is we're coming down to basically the wire, okay? We're running out of time. Get in on this pheasant hunt if you get the chance. It's 2 days coming up soon, November 1st and 2nd, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Everybody gets to bring home 10 birds. Even if you only shoot a couple, you're going to get to bring home 10. So, definitely a great time. I've never shot a 10. I've had friends that have shot them, and then they tell me how bad it is. I forgot to do my bite challenge, so I'm gonna do that real quick right now. Only gonna have 15 minutes, but let's see who can guess it. And oh, they there's hundreds up here that get shot, Bill. It's sickening. So um, here we go. Okay, soundbite challenge for week. Trapping starts at 26. Ours starts in just a couple days, the 15th, up here for coons and coyotes and all that. I won't be doing much this year though, guys. I've mentioned it before. I'll mention it again. I'm trying to focus more on the fall fishing and hunting this season. I have the past couple 3 seasons I've really put the time in for for trapping, which it's great. I love getting all the views and stuff on them, but it cuts down on everything else. I haven't been able to do a burbot video in a couple years. The whitefish, I've never been able to do a whitefish video, and I really want to do that, but that's prime trapping time, right? So seems how the prices suck. I'm going to try to put my traps for the most part. I will be trapping some coons. I've got some nearby the house here that I'm going to get rid of just to save my bird's sake here in the yard, but I will be catching some stuff. They will be clean for you, Max. Yep. No matter what, if you guys come to the pheasant hunt, you get to leave with birds already cleaned and in bags. So it's a heck of a deal. Yep. First day is going to be a fun hunt where we go out and shoot skeet. And when you're out there shooting the skeet, we do that for the afternoon. Afterwards, we all go out to dinner. There will be prizes for the people that shot skeet, the best and stuff. People win things. It should be a good time. So I did just play that soundbite. If any of you, I see so far, it looks like John's the only one guessing. If any of you can figure out what that soundbite was, I will send you some free stuff in the mail. Well, there you go, Max. It's no biggie, man. A lot of people, I mean, a lot of guys can breast out a bird, but to finish the bird up like that, they actually have an Amish guy that shows up and does that. So only use 6 shot for the pheasant. I knew it was a smaller shot like that. I'm pretty sure that's what I had last year, but Yeah, 6 shot. You can't use obviously we all have the sevens and 7.5s for the skeet and that, but for the actual hunting you want sixes. Well, nowadays too, the people I've heard complain, um, no, not only steel Paul. You can actually you can shoot lead and everything out there on the ranch. Yep, you're allowed everything out there. Um, but most of the guys that I've heard complain about the tens, they're the classic tens. I guess nowadays, yes, with the stuff that we've got, a lot of the guns have special recoil pads, and if you're shooting a semi-automatic or something, you've got the vent. But yeah, as far as the classics, my one friend shot a classic single shot 10, and he said that he shot it twice and never again. He said it just blew out his shoulder. So I will play the if nobody gets it, I'll play the soundbite again in about 5 minutes, just to be fair. Seems how I ran late with it. But hey, Jason, how you doing, buddy? But like I said, guys, trapping season does open this week. I will set some traps just to get some content going, but I'm not after anything. I'm probably not even going to the fur buyer this year, to be honest. I got screwed last year, and the prices are even worse this year. So, not looking to do that. If anything, I'm just getting some random meats to cook up and do videos with, and just get some content in. But other than that, I am hoping this week to do some more salmon fishing and duck hunting for sure. I got to get my butt out for ducks, because if you missed it, I mentioned it. The divers are in like crazy. You don't want to miss this, because again, yes, when the bluebills come in, you've got them hanging around for a while. Usually, when the bluebills are here, you're going to have, which are also called scaup. If you guys didn't know, the bluebills, they'll be in rafts of 1,000+ birds, and they hang out for quite a while. But these redheads, I might even miss them. They came in early. I might even miss them. They don't hang around that long, so I don't want to miss my chance at the redheads. I got to get out this week. Oh, that's cool, Neil. That's cool. I'd definitely like to shoot one day just to see. I want to try it again, Bill. I want to give it a more fair run, because watching that video, you probably realize that I cut the gland on that dang thing, and that I know that's what really did it. I don't think it tastes good to begin with, but cutting the gland and having it run down that meat just totally destroyed it. Porcupines make a neat noise, that's for sure. I don't know, John. I don't know. I would be surprised, because, well, I mean, I guess for coons, it can't really get much worse. Even if they're up a quarter, it's better. But coons have been so dang bad for several years. I mean, I guess the ones over, and you get the ones in Iowa, and that they're worth a little more. But uh, I don't know about our northern ones, man. Oh, I'm definitely trying again, Bill. You bet on that. Yeah, them hind legs after that goo ran down them, man. No, I'm gonna try. I want to give it a fair run. I can't put it down until I have a fair run. I need to know if there's a zombie apocalypse or something, that skunk could be on my list of edible things. I need to stock up that stuff. So, well, thank you, Jen. I mean, who knows? If I do it right, and if I don't clip the gland this time, it might be amazing. I don't know. Well, I will say this, John, PA Outdoors. I'm gonna need you to send me your address, because he just finished he got the sound bite. So it is a mink. All right, I'll play it again, just so you guys know. They are very loud. They are. Mink are screamers. If you have one that's not dispatched when you get there, or even if you hear them on the water, okay. Me and Rick recently were fishing for walleye, and there was a mink across from us, and I could hear it. I heard it before we seen it. I could hear it screeching. They don't do that all that loud unless you're up real close to them or have them in a trap. They will scream at you in a trap. But congrats, John. That's a good one, and I'm glad that you got that. Yeah, mink are it's creepy, really. It's like nails on a chalkboard. The mink are yeah. But yeah, John, send me your address, and when we're off of this, I'll put something together for you. $2 to $3. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's just disgusting. Yep. And I did hear that it went up a bit, but 4x, I mean, that is a big, big coon. And chances are you're going to get a lot more of the just larges and mediums than you do those. And for the large and mediums, I'm sure it's still going to be $3. I mean, it's sad. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Max. That's why I do those. I try to, to me, it's a learning experience. Even if you don't win something, I think it's cool that you guys can hear these things and be like, if you're out in the wild and you hear something weird like that, then Yes, some of those things that you guys commented on, the eagle and things like that, do sound somewhat, but definitely not quite that screechy. I mean, that is, John, I'll send you my email. There you go. Just email me your address and I'll get you something in the mail. I knew when I seen that there was a trapper on here, I kind of figured you were going to get that one. I'm sure Mark and Jen were on the verge of it. I'm sure they were close, but yeah, guys, this week I am gonna try to mix it up. I definitely need to get some duck hunting in. I haven't even gotten. Well, I will say this: it's a little harder not having a truck. Okay, yes, the car is wonderful for gas, but not being able to take my boats out, I am missing out on a lot of stuff. This is my top time of year to get big perch, and just not getting into them. I can't. I need to get the boat out. So between that and even duck hunting, I'm not going to get to hunt some of the spots I want to hunt. I'm going to have to do everything from shore from here on out for God knows how long, because I definitely that training ain't gonna get fixed for a long time. So I'm gonna throw some lures in a decal in a package and get it out to you, John. Oh, God, you're such a cow, Jim. Oh, you just flat out laid down without even jumping up. Such a turd. I am glad that this week's live went decent though, because it's super windy out tonight and it's just nasty. And I was really worried that it was going to get bad, but I'm glad that everything's going good with it tonight. But like I said, folks, we're running out of time. I'm going to say basically, I need any of you that want to get in on this pheasant hunt. I'm going to need that $25 deposit by the end of next week. That's pushing it because with the hunt being November 1st and 2nd, really only got a couple weeks to come up with that to get your spots saved. So if you want to get in on this first ever LT Outdoors pheasant hunt, make sure you get the $25 in and get time. So oh, there you go, John. There you go. It's fun, man. It is. It's fun to do the giveaways. People enjoy it. I like doing the sound bites just because it teaches somebody something every time. I was doing pictures, which who knows, I might throw a picture in every now and then, um, of let's say a wing or an eyeball of a certain creature. It's fun to do things like that just so people can learn exactly what you know things about the wild. Basically, that's what my channel's about. That's why it's funny to me when I get recently had people get on here to complain about trapping. One guy said he was going to subscribe, but then he seen that I kill beavers, so he's not gonna. And I'm like, well, I guess it's your loss. And then another guy saying I ruin fishing. I mean, it amazes me, and that's where a lot of people can't really handle the YouTube thing because, and trust me, I'm not good at dealing with jerks. I really am not. But you got to learn to. You'd be amazed how many crappy comments and stuff I have to sort through. It can be pretty ridiculous at times. But you're welcome, John. Oh, for sure, Bill. For sure. And it's the haters, they just come up with so many stupid things to complain about. So hey, it's all a learning curve, John. I mean, now you'll know, it's just them things. But you were throwing some good stuff out there. Obviously, the hawks and eagles and that do sound a lot like that. But yeah, the screeching. The first time I heard a screeching mink was actually in one of my conibears, but the conibear caught him too far back, which does happen from time to time. If the animal's running through the area and the trap doesn't get him just right, it will still be alive when you get there, and it's crazy the sound that they make. And believe it or not, beavers, I seen somebody commented, or no, it was porcupine. I don't know if anybody commented beaver, but beavers make a sound like a squeaky toy. It's actually pretty sad when you have to put them down. So, oh, for sure, Bill, for sure. I've been running into a lot more people like that too, and it's just the way of the world nowadays. It really gets tougher every year because it seems like the dummies just keep coming and coming. So, but I've been trying to do my best to go out and have my fun. I went out. I did try to deer hunt last night, but that got kind of ruined. Things were around the area last night were too noisy. There was people just being loud, and my dogs were being loud, and I could hear everybody from across the field. It wasn't good. So I mean, some people can't imagine it, but I can be a total jerk if somebody hits me the wrong way, and I get that quite a bit. I do. You know, Ruby, why'd you come over here and fart? That's disgusting. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was Ruby. That was not me. I think she's trying to tell me she has to go to the bathroom. But this week I will try to get some different stuff in, guys. Like I said, October 15th is the opener of basically dry land trapping here in Michigan. You got coon, coyote, fox, all that stuff. I am not trying to catch all the big guys this year, the fox and the coyotes and that. Just not enough money and not enough time into it for the money. Ugh. So, oh, you're such a turd, Jeff. But I am going to try to fish more. Burbot usually don't start until mid-November. However, I'm probably going to try and get out here soon to do it and just see if they're in. Because the first year I did videos on here, guys, I ended up getting burbot on. It was the end of October, so always a chance. But I will be getting out soon to try and do it. October 20th. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. There should still be some stuff happening. If nothing else, I know the Atlantic start coming in more that time of year. They're starting to come in right now. I've been seeing some posts from the Asabo River, so the Atlantics are starting to come in. Yeah, they'll be fine, Max. I mean, the cohos and Chinook that we're getting now might not be. A lot of them are going to be dead by then, more than likely. We're getting some fresh fish in here, and there will still be some fresh fish coming in until November, but not as many. It's going to slow down here soon. We're like right in the middle of it all. But you get the Atlantic salmon that start coming in, as well as the lake trout. They start piling up around the mouths of the rivers and that, and down along some of the break walls and stuff. So that will get good. Brown trout gets good in the fall too off the docks. I want to start trying to fish Tawas State dock a little more this year for Lakers and Browns. So should be a good time though. You're welcome, Max. You're welcome. Well, I am gonna hop off of here just a couple minutes early tonight, guys. The dogs are definitely telling me they got to go potty. So I appreciate everybody getting on tonight. Congratulations, John, for winning the prize. I'll get that out to you when I get your address. And thank you all for getting on. I appreciate it. Yep, they sure do, Bill. Yeah, both of them come up and the different year classes. You still get some young coho that come in, the jacks and stuff, and they're more than likely not going to die. Yeah, fleshing them, it is, yeah, fleshing a coon ain't. Yeah, fleshing them, it is, yeah, fleshing a coon ain't too bad. Yep. Well, I hope you do good, John. I hope you have a great season. So, hope you guys all have a good week. I'm going to try my best to get you some good content out. So, take care, everybody. I'll chat with you next Sunday.